Hi everyone, welcome to your Monday Mojo with me, Coach Mo. I hope you're enjoying your Monday Joe like I am. One of my favorite things to do, read a good book and drink some coffee. So today, as you know, we are continuing our journey in using the wisdom of Sundays as our inspiration to reflect on Mondays and to give us something to look forward to, give us something to allow us to grow just a little bit every single day as the leaders of our lives. So I love today's story as I love all these stories. I say that in every video. I'm going to read this one completely and won't take me too long, and then we'll reflect on it, okay? And this is a story by Amy Purdy, and I'm sure most of you know who she is. So Amy says, I was born a daydreamer. So I think daydreaming just turned into visualizing. In my worst moments, in my darkest moments, is when I've done most of my visualizing. And even being here today with you was part of that vision. Of course, she was speaking to Oprah at this point. When I lost my legs, one of the toughest periods was when I stood up in my legs for the first time because they were so painful and they were so confining that I thought, how am I ever going to live this life of my dreams? How am I ever going to travel the world? How am I ever going to snowboard again? And that day I was so emotional and physically broken that I crawled into bed and I didn't get out for a good 15 hours. I just lay in bed completely mentally and emotionally exhausted. I could not wrap my head around the fact that this is my life. And I have to navigate my life with these chunks of hardware as my legs that barely move and are so uncomfortable. And I thought, these are my legs that I'm living in for the rest of my life. But I didn't allow myself to sit in that spot for too long. I'm just not that type of person. I have to keep moving somehow. So I hit this point where I realized my legs are not coming back. And there is nothing I can do about this situation right now. And it was in that moment that prompted me to ask myself this question. If my life was a book and I was the author, how would I want this story to go? Excuse me, I'm so sorry about that. And I thought, well, I don't want to see myself as this sad, disabled girl. I know that. I don't want other people to see me as that either. I thought, what do I want to see? I want to see myself walking again gracefully. And I wanted to see myself somehow sharing, somehow helping other people through this journey. And I saw myself snowboarding again. I had visualized it so strongly in that moment that I didn't just see myself carving down the mountain of powder. I could feel it. I could feel the wind against my face. I could feel the beat of my racing heart. I could feel my muscles twitching as if it was happening in that very moment. I didn't know how I was going to do it, but I knew that I was going to do it. And now I try to live my life knowing that if you can see it and feel it and believe it, then it is completely possible. Wow, so powerful. So much came up for me, and I'm wondering what came up for you, and I would love for you to comment. The first thing that I thought of was, wow, don't we all have these moments? These moments that take us into what I call level 1 victim energy, right? It's the lowest of lowest energies where we literally have 0 to 25% of our energy available to us. No wonder she was in bed for 15 hours, right? When we're telling ourselves our life is horrible, look at what's happened to me, how am I gonna live? This sucks, right? All of these terrible messages that we're giving to ourselves and that we're feeling inside, we are literally apathetic. We're not going to be able to get into motion, and we heard her say, I didn't allow myself to sit in that spot for too long. I have to keep moving, right? So being apathetic is not something that she would ever accept in her life. And kicking us out of that energy, we have to tell ourselves that I am ready to move. I'm ready to do something different, get myself out of this negative energy that's not going to do any good for me. So that was the first thing that I wanted to share that I noticed in reading this. The second thing, of course, is how powerful visualizing is, right? We know this. Law of attraction is a very real thing because it's energy. Our thoughts are energy. And if we can put ourselves in a place of it's done, I'm there, I've already have what I need, I've already accomplished everything that I want to accomplish, then it's as good as done. Yeah, we see it, we feel it, we believe it, and it will manifest in some way, shape, or form when it's ready for us. Okay, so visualizing is powerful. Are we doing enough of that in our lives? The third thing, of course, is letting go of the past, right? So many of us hold on to what was, and that is a stagnant energy that does not allow us to live in the present moment of what is present in my life right now. Who am I today? What are my circumstances today? I need to own that in order to continue growing and feeling successful in my life, right? So what stories do we need to get rid of from our past? Obviously, a very difficult story for her to get rid of was the fact that she did have legs, right? And that she was a professional snowboarder. And that's a very difficult story to get rid of. What a powerful individual to be able to let that go, right? And then finally, if my life was a book and I was the author, how would I want this story to go, right? What do I want to see? And that's what I really want you to ponder today. If your life was a story, what would it be, right? So we have the power in any given moment to create our stories, right? And I want to offer you that opportunity this week. And it doesn't have to be a glamour story. It doesn't have to be a 10-page novel, It could just be a paragraph or two. Dive into that story. Look at your present life, the energy of your present life, the gifts and the miracles that are in your present life. And what is that story that you're going to create for yourself moving forward? Okay? And then, of course, if you can take that and visualize it and see it and feel it, wow, you're one step closer to manifesting it. So I know that this is an exercise that I'm going to do as well, and I hope that you'll join me. So have a fantastic week. Please comment below. Please like it. Please share it. And let me know how it went for you with your story. Namaste. Have a wonderful week. Bye-bye.